Hey guys, it's a lovely spring day in March with my bro Perry, and he's a soil expert. And just before we start planting a little bit of onion, but before we get serious about growing some veg in this garden, we thought we get Perry in to take a soil sample, and we're about to go back and have a look at it through the microscope. And Perry's going to tell us what's going on.
We're looking to see if we can find what soil organisms are living in the soil or not in the soil. This is called a soil food web. We're looking for, ideally, fungi, bacteria, protozoa, and nematodes. If they're all in the soil, this is what completes like the full soil food web. And if anything's missing, when we look under the microscope, that's when we can reintroduce those organisms to the soil, either by using compost or making what's called like an extract tea. So the first step, this is the first time we're doing it, we're just seeing what's at play, seeing what's there. Normally, when soil hasn't been touched for years, we normally see, from my experience, just bacteria. You might see some protozoa, but generally we don't see lots of populations of fungi. So first of all, we run what's called 4x, which is 40 times into 10x. So this is 100 times. So we do the whole sample, top to bottom, and we just go up and down like swimming lanes.
Yeah.
And then if we can see nematodes, you'll see like these little worms swimming around. Yeah, it's just a case of
On 100x, you see that?
on 100x. Yeah, what we see at the moment, just all these are just like soil particles.
Yeah.
Not any life.
No fungi, no
No
nematodes.
fungi. Yeah.
What are the things we're looking for then? Fungi,
Nematodes, and protozoa. So
and they're all,
point them out.
you can see them all.
Yeah, you can see them like dead clear. Like when you see them, it's unmistakable. So oftentimes I can zoom through this because I've done it so many times.
Yeah.
The easiest things to see are nematodes because they're generally
Swimming around.
Yeah, look like little sperms, I guess. So we can zoom in. But already you could see this is a decent chunk of fungi.
Yeah.
But although we're seeing fungi, if it was full of fungi, you'd be seeing it like there's one.
Yeah,
there's
only
one.
a few little
So there's only a few little bits, but you know, it's better than not having any.
And with fungi, it's kind of like mushroom. What does fungi mean? There's like
mycelium, yeah.
Yeah.
So the fruiting body above ground is the mushroom,
Yeah.
and then this is
The network below.
the network below it.
But if it was like a proper healthy network, you'd see loads of that.
Oh, look at that. Nematode.
What?
Yeah.
A live one?
But it's outside the
Zoom.
it's outside the stadium. So that's the slide. That's the cover slip.
Yeah.
And it's displaced out in the water there, but we could still be able to
What?
move in.
Do you think he might wiggle for us?
Right, if we
That's him.
yeah.
There he is. So that's like a
So that's feeding
an insect, or what's the nematode?
an organism. It's
An organism.
it looks like
Is that his eye?
basically they're
He doesn't have eyes, does he?
They can feed on bacteria, they can feed on other fungi.
Oh, he's moving. He's wriggling about.
Yeah.
So how are we looking, Perry? We're not teeming with life, but there's a few bits there.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, although we haven't got tons of beneficial aerobic life, we're also not seeing any of the detrimental organisms.
Like what would they be?
So they thrive on environments that are anaerobic, and it's things like what's called a ciliate. So when you start seeing ciliates, they look like little rugby balls with hairs all around them, and they can be stationary, or sometimes they'll zoom across the screen. When you start seeing them, you're like, okay, it's aerobic. It's anaerobic, and when we're growing food, we want aerobic soil. So even though we're not seeing like tons of positive life, we're not seeing any detrimental organisms. So it tells me that the soil is probably aerobic. So
Okay.
which is good, which is what we want. That's called a tester amoeba.
Mm-hmm.
And they eat bacteria. They eat about 10,000 bacteria there. So that's one of the organisms of the soil food web that you want to see.
I feel tight that we've talking about the soil, to be honest. Do you ever get those feelings? It's like quickly pass.
No, do you know what I feel bad about when I wipe the slide clean?
At the end of it?
Yeah, at the end when I'm like, oh, just
You're
killed
like-
all that life. Yeah, I'm like, sorry, mate.
That is bad.
In a really healthy soil with a full soil food web. Like again, you'll see one of these every time you move the slide. You'll see another one. Or sometimes you even see like 5 or 6 in the same all different sizes, all different colours, shapes. But I'm glad that we've seen one.
Yeah.
Which is
Because now we've seen one of everything nearly.
Now we've seen one of everything. Yeah.
So there's potential.
So there's potential. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All the way down there, the fungi. See the little thing coming out here. Little shoe growing off. Yeah. This is like a pinky colour. But yeah, it's evidence.
So we finished our assessment. Well, Perry's finished his assessment, and you're saying there's not much, but there's things you can recommend. There's nothing. There's a couple good things, but there's not the quantities needed for like real.
Just the quantities, yeah. So some of the organisms are there in the soil, but just not enough of them for it to be complete and for it to do its job basically, with cycle nutrients, pull the soil structure together to help with the water and the airways and stuff like that. And also for root development. So all the organisms
for the plants we want to grow.
Yeah. So now it just means adding those missing organisms.
So you're going to prescribe basically some
fungi.
Yeah.
You can buy products that are full of life, and then you inoculate the life into your soil.
Either as a tea or compost itself.
Yeah, you can dilute it in water, or you can put the physical compost on. But then you've got to put enough down. So the beauty of making an extract tea is you get more for your money in terms of spreading it.
Yeah, cool.
It. Yeah,
cool.
So that's the advantage of it.
So that's going to be our plan of action now, is for me and Simone to you recommend some stuff, we're going to try it out, and then maybe in 6 months' time,
you can have another evaluation and see how you're getting on, and then over the years you can visually see what's...
And then eventually you won't have to maintain it.
And then eventually it will be self-sustaining.
That's the goal, right?
That's the goal.
Cool.
Yeah.
But it's just so depleted right now because we've just raped the earth kind of thing. So
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wicked, man. Thanks, Perry.
No worries.